Hello everyone, listen, I want to make a quick video about respect and conformity, because conformity has all to do with respect. Now, a lot of people are asking themselves, why do the masses just follow whatever an authority figure tells them to do? Why do many people refuse to think for themselves? And we tend to look strange at those people as if it's something weird, as if we are unable to understand why they're doing it. Now let me break it down for you here. Every society, I'm saying every community has hurt and bitterness and all of that other crap in it. And it's either they repent and become delivered, or it all turn into bitter hatred and everyone will go off at each other. So in every society you have what you can call the sacrificial class. Those are people that are labeled inhuman, and therefore you have a right to mistreat them, to mutilate them, and do whatever you want with them. That's sacrificial clause. And you see, the whole thing about conformity is that you give in to the idolatry of the society, or you give in to the non-existent reality of the community just to avoid being labeled a potential scapegoat. It's basically people, let me say about respect. People say you have to earn respect. What's that all about? It's about this. Not everyone in a community wants to acknowledge everyone. People have greed. They don't want to acknowledge the full humanity of everyone all the time. So people come with excuses for the ill treatment of others. And that's where the idea of respect comes from. It's that you have to earn your humanity and earn your safety and earn your acknowledgement as a human being. That's what respect is all about. That's why those that demand respect always display violence when they don't get what they feel entitled to. So respect is a form of appeasement to the rage of the violent individual and to the demons that are inside that individual or attached to that individual. You see, so that's what conformity is all about. Why is it that if one new dress comes out in the fashion, that suddenly many women wear that dress? Because, listen, to be labeled a potential scapegoat is not fun. Nobody wants to end up in the sacrificial class. So everyone is trying to. I'm not saying absolutely everyone, I'm talking about society now, okay? Almost everyone tries to. Almost everyone is striving to be accepted, to be safe from that zone. Nobody wants to be near that zone. And if they know people that are labeled as that are placed in that category of the sacrificial class, people tend to avoid such people so that they won't be associated with that class. Because we understand very well that when people are emotionally frustrated, they become bloodthirsty and they look for someone to attack to feel at ease. They want some emotional payment for the fact that they are emotionally stuck. You see, just think about it, guys. All those um, all those regulations, those politeness regulations, all those taboo words, all those prescribed manners that people expect from you, it's all to avoid getting into the sacrificial class. You see? Because what happens when you don't give in to to the non-existent reality of the community? You'll get whipped, you'll get beaten, you people can begin to avoid you, they begin to exclude you from jobs, exclude you from human interaction, and you don't want that to happen. So you appease the sin that's inside people, just so they will leave you alone. But here's the problem. That emotional pain, no matter how much you give, it's never enough. You see, and that's why in almost every society you have this hierarchy between parents and children, between even between spouses, you have a distinction. All of these things are to prevent envy from developing throughout the community. I mean, from preventing envy from running throughout the community. So when you think about it, conformity and respect are basically expressions of fear. You feel that you have to pay tribute in order to remain alive and in order to be safe. It's very sick when you think about it. Yet, that's what most people want. Respect, respect, respect. And they even become angry and they get out of hand when they feel like the respect regulation is not when they feel as if the respect idol is not venerated. Also, many believers are holding on to this thing. They want respect, respect, respect. And often you see believers with pride. They say, I didn't grow up. I was raised. I have manners. I show respect. They feel a kind of pride in it, as if they accomplished something. Look, I'm just telling the plain truth as it is. Respect is not from God. It's not from the Most High. Okay? If you have to pay for your safety and pay for for the acknowledgement of your humanity, then you're not safe at all. You see, it's time that believers give up all those myths and throw Babylon out of their lives. Because there are quite some believers that still are entertaining trash from the world. If you are holding on to the idea that someone has to earn their safety, I'm sorry, but that's trash. And if you want to become violent and get out of hand, that's your problem. It shows how debased you are. Me, I follow the Lord. And if something is not in agreement with the testament of Christ, then I will not agree with it. I refuse. I refuse to agree with anything that's anti-Christ. You see, just because millions um, hold something high, and just because there are also many believers that hold something high, that does not mean that it's good. You're not called to follow other Christians. You're called to follow Christ. That being said, be at peace. May the grace of Christ Jesus be with you. Shalom.